Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Brian Altano. I'm here with Steve Butts, and we are playing the newest video game in the world, Fallout Shelters. Now, this just launched on iOS seconds ago. We got to go. What's your number, Steve?
My number is going to be 737.
Okay.
I like that.
Is that a type of plane?
It is coincidentally. It was the fastest number I could get to that still
Yep.
looked like I was changing things and making a decision.
So this is actually a brand new Fallout experience that was just announced and released tonight within minutes by Todd Howard at the Bethesda E3 2015 press conference. We, of course, gobbled it up immediately, and we're checking it out for the very first time. I'm a really big fan of this art style.
Yeah, I mean, this simulates sort of there is the classic Pip-Boy
Yep.
art style from the game before, which has that kind of like innocent like 50s logo style, but it's present throughout the entire game now.
Right.
In the original Fallout games, it's sort of used kind of I don't know, kind of as a contrast to the way the rest of the game looks. But here they just like go at it whole hog, completely embrace it.
So Todd did some interesting stuff tonight during the press conference.
Like releasing a game?
Like releasing a new game.
Right.
But he actually did something you don't get from a lot of developers, which is the honesty in which this game's kind of source material stems
Right,
from.
right.
He talked about The Sims. He talked about XCOM. He
Right.
talked about a bunch of games that kind of inspired this. And it's people were kind of, pleasantly calling it Fallout Tiny Tower, which
Yeah.
I can get with that.
I'm totally into that. Yeah, he mentioned a great game called Progress Quest.
Yeah.
It came out in the early 2000s. It was kind of a riff on EverQuest at the time, where so many people were so super grindy on that game. He thought, let's make a game about the grind, but where the stats don't matter
Yep.
at all. So it's kind of this arbitrary sort of experience. But I love that. So we built a room for our vault dwellers to come in. Now we got new folks coming in, so we're going to take a tap on this guy and see what he's good at.
Which is pretty cool. They're just running around out there like it's okay, I guess, right? Because is this after the bomb? Are we building
Yeah.
a new home for them?
All right, so I'm going to send him to the power generator.
Wow, I like how it just looked like you picked him up and just flung him
Yeah, I think I
across
got
the
like a
world.
little bit of a ragdoll kind of effect on the guy, which is really cool. Oh, here we go. Oh yeah, he's going in now. He's
Yeah.
going to take the job.
We got this. What is this mine shaft looking thing over here?
I think that's the elevator down to the next level. So that's something that you see in the more recent console versions
Right.
of XCOM, where they actually, this is a little bit tricky here to get a hold of this
Mhm.
person, where they actually have sort of that access to the second tier. So once you get finished with the top tier and you want to move down, you pay a little bit of money, and then you can suddenly build on that second level. And it looks like this. I'm really having a hard time with this. There we go. It looks like this similar sort of deal here, and I don't know if these big rocks that you see here on the bottom are things that you have to avoid or things you have to mine. Or
Wow. So hold on. Take a scroll down there. I wonder how deep this goes. Wow. My God. Okay. Okay.
yeah.
That's
Eventually, you're going to see like the molten core of the earth here.
that's insane. Yeah.
All right, so yeah, you got the two guys here in our power room. I really love the perspective here.
Yeah,
Just
that's
kind
so
of
cool. It's got this
scroll
sort of
around.
diorama box feel to it.
Yeah, it's very much like a shadow box
Yeah.
type thing, which I really love. All right, so we'll start producing resources. Double tap on the room to take a closer look. This is not my iPad. This is a substandard iPad, I think. All right, dire need of resources. You can use rush mode. Yeah, all right, let's try that out here. So yeah, I mean, it's got the super iconic kind of Fallout
Yep.
typography and everything. It really, really looks just like the game, which is great.
And one thing they were very quick to stress is this doesn't have a ton of the sort of things we've seen kind of plague iOS games of this type recently. It's I mean, I think it does have microtransactions in it, but I don't think they're mandatory. It doesn't have that pay to speed up time mechanic so far. So I'm a fan of that honesty.
Yeah. Well, he even said something about the Pip-Boy companion app for Fallout 4, where he said, hey, a lot of these games are cheap and gimmicky, but we
Yep.
thought, let's make the best cheap and gimmicky game we could make. And you got to respect that kind of honesty.
Yeah.
All right. So building water treatments. Yeah, this is super clever. And, the final version of this that we saw at the end of the demo was really fantastic. I mean, it's just tons and tons of rooms and lots of people, and they're making babies, and they're going out into the wasteland and fighting people.
Yeah, look at this. You're doing such a good job. You already have 4 people that want to move in. 5 people.
And I'm also doing sort of a commentary thing, too. So,
Yeah.
like, even with a distracted kind of deal here, I'm doing all right.
Now, if you look at the top here, we have a couple of health bar type things. We've got an electricity meter.
Right.
We've got a
It's food.
hunger, or it could just be silverware. We might be running low.
Right.
And then water or blood. I believe that's water. So, yeah, I really do love that little animation when you pick somebody up and kind of ragdoll flick them
it's
around
really
like
awesome. So we're just going to start kind of randomly assigning people here.
that. Yeah.
Put somebody to work in the diner that we just made.
Mhm.
Oh, jeez.
So it looks like it actually, aside from going pretty deep down, it goes pretty far across too. So this is, you're actually looking at a very very giant vault here.
Yeah.
I think when you fill the whole thing out. Which is really cool to see the vaults from this kind of perspective, too. I mean, you see them in first person in all the games. Liam Neeson's your dad in Fallout 3, and you're walking around as a baby.
Right.
But it's cool to see, like, this kind of ant farm view of the entire thing.
Yeah, and I'm a sucker for management games. You know,
Yep.
I love these types of games. So the fact that there's a version of Fallout that's like this is really awesome to me. All right, so they suggest, I wonder if we can send somebody out of the door here. Drag a dweller outside the vault. All right, let's try that out. So this guy, he was the first guy who came in. He wanted to live here first. Let's reward him by sending him out to the wasteland. All right, it looks like we can, well, I guess if we had resources, we could give them to him. But let's just tell him to explore.
Oh, interesting. So it looked like he had a suit and a fist, which means we might be able to outfit him with some type of armor or weaponry and send him out there to see if he can survive a little
And
better.
I think that's where the microtransactions come in, because when people were in the demo were unlocking lunchboxes, you know, there were like guns and things in there.
He said, "This is so exciting." I really admire his
has no
optimism
idea,
in
right?
the post-apocalyptic world.
Let's follow this guy out here, see if we can see what happens to him. Well, I guess, okay, all right. We'll probably only hear about his fate once
he's
out
going to
in the
come back
wasteland.
with like no arms.
Meanwhile, this guy's like, hey, can I still have a job?
The
What's the
funny
story here?
looking.
I'm going
Amish
to go
guy
ahead
over
and just
here.
put him to work in the power generator room, which is where that guy went.
We need
went
more
away
of
from.
those.
Yeah.
So we have. Do we have a? Is this our kitchen down here?
Yeah, this is the
these two
diner.
guys are having a nice lunch.
So yeah, let's see what's going on in there. All right. Okay, so you see that's the customer, I guess.
So this does look, you know, it looks very kind of accessible and top level, but it's definitely a lot deeper than kind of the free-to-play games we see. There's a million games like this on iOS, but there's something kind of special about this one.
I'm going to go ahead and rush this, just see what
Yeah.
happens. She's really
She's cranking away at that water treatment.
There we go. We got more caps now. I don't know what they're good for, but I'm super excited.
So, Steve, they kind of hinted that this game can be used to unlock stuff in Fallout 4 eventually, right?
Yeah, that's kind of the vibe I was getting
Yeah.
as well.
Which is pretty cool. I like the idea of getting to work on my Fallout 4 game right now.
Right. All right, here we've got some caps. Oh, we got a lunchbox. Okay, so this is what we were talking about.
Oh,
This is
good.
the thing that you can actually buy, but we've
Yeah.
got one just by playing here, sort of randomly. All right, I don't know where that went.
disappeared.
Okay, so here's your lunchbox, and now it's gone.
Yep. Uh-oh, we're
That's
going to
not
Game,
it.
show
Nope,
game
there we
Center.
Awesome. How do we know what happened to our wasteland guy? Oh, no, he's
I don't
not
know. Maybe he'll return in time. I don't think he's going to be okay.
No, I don't think so. Having played Fallout, I don't think too much of his chances.
I'm
right
worried
now.
about him walking out there in just a vault garb and bare fists.
All right, so we're running out of space already.
Yep.
This is the part where I stop commenting, and now I'm just playing the game. Right? I know exactly what's going on here.
Sure.
Oh, there's our
there's your
lunchbox. Okay,
lunchbox.
all right,
Okay.
unlock here. I love that. Like,
Yeah, this is so
the
cool.
graphics in this game are so awesome. All right, so we move that over. Pop, it opens up. Now,
got some
now we
cards.
see what we could have sent that poor sap out with
Yep.
if we had waited just a few minutes. All right, we got a tuned laser
Yep,
pistol.
that would've helped him
That would have been
immensely.
super helpful. What's this one? I bet this one's going to be equally interesting. Nope,
Some
just
more
more
caps.
caps. That's not going to do you any good. Power, all right. So there's some stuff in here for your base as well.
Whoa.
Oh, this one's going to be...
Oh, man.
Haircut.
Bitter Cup's
All right.
outfit. That looks
All right.
awesome.
You get plus 2p, so that's
I
not
don't
too
know
bad.
if he would have enjoyed that. I think it looks like it comes with breasts.
It's a different style than he's probably used to wearing.
But, it's the end of the world. Like, sometimes you
Yeah.
got to wear what you can find.
And look at here at the bottom, buy more. There
Yep.
you go. You don't want to miss that.
Yep.
All right. Well, this is awesome.
Yeah,
Brian.
I'm
I'm definitely going to play more of this.
I'm really excited about all this. So this is Fallout Shelters. It's available right now on iOS. We played it immediately to jump in there. There's going to be more coverage of this game, obviously, and more things Fallout in general between now and this fall when Fallout launches. We love Fallout at IGN. We always have and we always will. For more Fallout, I'm Brian Altano. This is Steve Butts, IGN E3 2015. We got you covered.